Ttdx 912480. This is a 89-foot flat car. We'll take a walk around it real quick. Looks like a triple WT design. This car came in last week, so we've already disconnected the brakes on this, or the brake rod. Actually, you can see that right here. See that brake rod's been disconnected, so we have so all we did is cut that loose, and so that's the only thing connecting the wheels to the car body. We did it on this side and the other side. This is the B end with the brake, chalk tracks. You can see another video we have that I posted that talks about how to remove the chalk track. Here's the coupler. That's what that looks like. Alright, good looking duck. Let's take a look up underneath. This car has a, see the center seal or bottom cover plate has a bit of a dog leg there. The body bolster goes right up underneath the center sill. Alright, looks good. So this is the center sill, and this one's a triple height. So you'll have one height here, whatever height that is, another height there, and then it'll drop down to the deep section and to another height there. You can see that car is taken out of service because of age. Still in great shape. Let's get down low on this video. You can see, well, I'll pan down this a little bit. It's a really good shape rail car. Back over to this side. Alright, and you can see how straight that side sill is there. Looks really good. This side sill, I got a little bit of a, right here, looks like there's a little something there, but hardly noticeable. And these cars do have a camber, by the way, so you can see how that rises, has a curve to it. Kind of hard to see, but does bow a little bit. That's pretty common. All right, let's take a look at the center sill over here. Looks great, no damage. You see these cross members, these latitudinal or transverse cross members, and those transverse members will continue all the way to right about here, and then from here, from this point all the way to the right over here somewhere, the deep section of the center sill, it'll change. So you can see there's still all the same transverse or latitudinal cross members, but once we hit that piece there, it changes to these WT members. WTs aren't all that common in construction, So they're not like an off-the-shelf thing. They're kind of a special order thing. They're essentially like an I-beam cut in half lengthwise, and so instead of an I, it's a T. Okay, so you'll see those WTs, and you'll still have these latitudinals here supporting the longitudinals. Let's go to the middle of the car. This is the middle here. Now you notice this car has all this brake stuff on this side. If I go to the other side, it won't have all this brake stuff, and we'll remove all that. So let's take a look. So you can see there's still WTs on this side and WTs on that side. Let me show you the other side. The other side should have a lot less stuff, a lot less brake stuff. Actually, I'm going to go this way. Let's see what the other side looks like. At the center, good looking truck sets, coupler, to uncouple this, you just lift this up here. You lift it up, and that's how it works. Close it, and then that is tight. So it's really quite amazing how, you know, you'll have the other rail car come and hook onto this and pull it. So you'll have not only one rail car pulling, but oftentimes hundreds of rail cars pulling, all on that one hinge, and it doesn't break, or very seldom does it break. All right, so let's take a look at this car. See, this car on this side, it's a lot cleaner, a lot less stuff to remove on this side. So let's take a look over here. You can see a lot cleaner. So that rod, it's a release rod for the air brakes. That goes to the other side. If I were to pull that, it would let all the air out of the brakes. I don't want to do that just yet. So WT's on this side. This is the middle of the car. Got this diagonal member and all the WT's on that side. These are a little bit different. These pieces of steel. Not sure what those are for. Have them here too. Okay. Good looking rail car. You can see if there's any damage. It'd be right where the OK is at, right there, right? Right inside there. So sometimes when this car is traveling, if it derails, that piece is going to hit the ground. You can see there's not a lot of room there between the center sill and the track. So if this rail car is going to derail, it's going to drop that first, and that's what's going to be damaged. But that car looks really good. So yeah, this car is in great shape. Otherwise, sometimes if this car would have hit something, this corner here, any of the four corners is going to be damaged. But this car looks really good. And that's all there is to it. Oh, but look at this. Look what I found on the ground. This. That's called a roller. That's called a roller bearing adapter. Okay, and actually it would go in this direction here on the car. It's a 6.5 by 11 roller bearing adapter. Let me show you where that goes. Go over to this side. So you can see that says 6.5 by 11. That little crown there, that's what adapts the roller bearing to the truck set. So that's what it looks like there. Okay. That's what that's for. That's the rolling bearing adapter. This is called a pedestal adapter. That way These two wiggle around. Oh, this wiggles around a little bit, so it doesn't wear into the side frame. It wears this plate out here. So as that plate wears off, why am I even talking about that? You don't care about that. You just care about the rail car. So there's a rail car there where if it would drop, it would get damaged out. You can see the brake rod there. That brake rod we've already cut. There's another piece there. And there's a roller bearing adapter. I will not bore you with those details. That is a ride control. Ah, look at that. Standard is standard. That's not standard. That's ride control. Alright guys, that's it.